Yo, what's up guys? I'm TSM Achieved. I'm the captain in IGL for TSM Rainbow Six. I'm going to be taking you through the map, showing you some angles, showing you some default stuff, reinforcements, bomb sites, how to approach them. And once again, shout out to Logitech G for sponsoring this video and making it possible. Clubhouse used to be really defender sided, but I think since the map has been in the pool for quite a while now and people have gotten used to it, I think it's honestly kind of 50-50. And I just honestly think it depends. Like some days it's attacker sided, depending on the people you play against, and some days it's defender sided. Some days it's 50-50. So I kind of think it's honestly up in the air. Maybe some of the new operators and stuff have made it 50-50. Like Malusi being added in, and then them also removing, like, you know, the Jaeger change recently that they made to Jaeger. Makes it a little easier on attackers, allows them to speed it up a bit. But honestly, I think it just depends on the people you play against, depending on like what kind of strats they're running, how they're playing it, and stuff like that. So personally, for bans on this map, I would definitely get rid of a breacher. A breacher has to go at all times. Personally, I like getting rid of Hibana. I think Hibana is a good ban, especially on the basement defense. If you're defending the basement and you get rid of Hibana, it makes them have to work for the like kitchen hatch, because they're not going to be able to mab it. They could throw 2 aces on it or a thermite, but the thing is if they throw a thermite on it or if they throw 2 aces on it, it's a lot easier to impact trick. With the recent Hibana change, and you can just put 2 pellets on at a time, it makes getting hatches like super easy. So personally, I think Hibana is like a must ban. If you're not going to ban Hibana, maybe ban like Thatcher. But if you don't ban a breacher and you hope to ban Thatcher, hopefully the other team bans a breacher. Because you don't want them bringing all the breachers. They're just going to get open every wall, every hatch known to man. And then for defense, honestly, defense is kind of up in the air. I personally like to get rid of Wamai sometimes Mirror. Once again, it depends on who you're playing against. Wamai kind of makes it harder just because you have to bring a lot more flashbangs and burn the Wamais before you go like Garage and Cap Arrow or stuff like that. So if you have teamwork and communication, you don't have to ban Wamai. But if you don't really have teamwork and communication, I'd recommend getting rid of Wamai. But if you don't get rid of Wamai, you want to keep it up. Honestly, if Thatcher and Mav are banned, I would definitely get rid of Cade. So the 4 bomb sites on the map are, you have one in the basement. This is one of the go-tos. You have, you know, both bomb sites are in the basement. You have one in church, one in Arsenal. Pretty standard site. Pretty good. So on Clubhouse, there's a lot of places that you're going to be listening for audio on. One of these is the main stairs. So you're going to make sure you have a good headset. You have some good audio. Personally, I would recommend the Pro X headset. It's the headset I use. I love it. I don't have any problems with it. So if you're looking for some good audio, there's that. But just for one example, a very key location is these metal stairs right here. Anytime you're playing at the bottom, or anytime you're on this camera or anything like that, you're going to hear people, you know, go up the metal and then go back on like the wood. So this is a very key audio you need. It's very important. There's a few other like metal places. You have like rafters and stuff too. So the audio is really good. You never miss a beat with it. So if you're looking for a new headset, or maybe you just want to upgrade, I would highly recommend the Logitech Pro X headset. So the first bomb site that I was talking about is the basement. You have the church and Arsenal. This one right here. Relatively easy to defend it. Honestly, it just depends on how the round goes, but it's definitely doable in defense and attacking. I really like to attack it. I think the kitchen side takes and maybe like the blue side takes are a little bit more dominant. And then when you're defending it, bringing impacts, denying the kitchen hatch is really good. Okay, so for reinforcing this bomb site, I'll just kind of take y'all through like what all needs to be done. So first things first, you want to make sure you're getting all the basic walls. This triple wall, you're going to want to make sure you reinforce it all. You're also going to want to make sure you're reinforcing dirt and all the hatches. So that right there is about 8 reinforcements. So you want to make sure you get these 2 walls. You want to make sure you get the church hatch. You want to make sure you get the kitchen hatch. You want to also make sure you get this hatch. And then once again, you want to make sure that you send someone dirt and reinforce these. These are really important to get at the beginning of the round. You know, you don't want to be late to these reinforcements because there's a spawn right there and they'll just wall bang you through it if you're not careful. So make sure you get those 2 walls as well. And then for the final 2 walls, honestly, it depends. A lot of people like to, you should definitely get this middle blue wall right here. This wall is 100%, you should get it. It just blocks off some of the angles. For instance, like if you put a guy in blue, he can play behind this wall and on the AC unit, so you can't get wall banged from Moto. So this is very important. It also works on the opposite way. If they get control of blue, you know, it gives you a little bit of cover in the church. And then for the final wall, you can either get this dummies wall right here, which basically makes it so people can't wall bang you from the hatch. So it allows you to play this a lot safer. I would recommend getting this wall if you think a team's going to try to end like kitchen, because it allows you to play this this stack and then deny the kitchen hatch without getting like wall banged. So that's very important. Or you could also get this blue wall right here. If you think teams are going to end church, you can get this blue wall just to give them less line of sight if they end up getting blue. Some key choke points is this long haul right here. Make sure you get something in this long haul. Another key choke point is these blue. So these 2 hallways. You're gonna have either, you know, a bar. I would usually put a barbed wire in each of those, and then put a Malusi like church door. Maybe put one under the hatch. Maybe one in the hall. But those 2 blue hallways are really important. Moto door is pretty important. This hallway is pretty important. And then under the hatch, I would prioritize those 4 like hallways / church door first. And then if you have an extra one under the hatch is really good. And then in terms of like evil eye placements, some really good evil eyes is one right here near the gun rack, looking down the hall. It allows you to see the hall. Also blue. Another good one that people put is in blue on this generator. That way you're able to see both hallways of blue. So those are some evil eye placements. And then if you're running like a Valkyrie or anything, honestly, the cameras just kind of go wherever you think. Maybe kitchen, moto, main stairs, blue. It's all up to you. But that's pretty much it for this site. The second bump site you have, another like go-to one, you have cache. So you have a bump site in cache, and you have the bump site in server, which is also like attached to garage. Not the bump site, but now this one, I think is actually easier to attack for the basement, which is why this is mostly like the second bump site that what people usually defend. It's kind of hard to defend, especially with like Capital up, and it just makes it really easy for them to take garage. But also if people do like a master site clear, it's pretty easy too. For defending it, honestly, it can be kind of rough sometimes depending on the operator bans. In terms of like attacking it, I'd say attacking it's probably pretty easy. You just gotta be careful on defense. Once again, defending it could kind of be rough if you're not careful. You want to make sure that
increased
you're
surveillance
getting
on bombs.
a few of these walls. These 2 walls right here are very important. You're gonna want to make sure you get these reinforced. Also, some other walls, these server walls must do. So that's 4 walls right there. You're gonna definitely need done. Personally, I would recommend getting all these garage walls too. So all these garage walls, that's another 4 walls. So that's 8 walls right there you're gonna need done. And then going from that, it's really important that so if you're gonna put a guy in rafters, which I highly recommend, putting a guy in here, usually like a Wamai. You know, if you don't have Wamai, I'd maybe give him an ADS, maybe 2, depends. But I definitely give him something in there to help him defend it. He's basically just playing there to like waste time and stuff. This wall right here, very important to you. I'll go ahead and get this one so I can show you these angles. But this wall is very important to do. The reason why this is very important to do is because if you have a guy playing rafters, after they open up the server wall, it's gonna make it a lot harder to shoot him. Basically, he's gonna be able to play like we call this R2, because rafters, and then you have the 2 right here. So it makes it really easy for him to play this rafter spot. Obviously, if he goes over here, it doesn't really help him. So you want to make sure you stay in this general spot right here. Another thing, you want to make sure you put holes in this wall. That way, if they're not coming from garage and they're doing like a master overtake, this guy can still impact the round by holding these run-throughs. So that's very important. And then for a few rotates, we're going to go over having a rotate right here. Top 10 is cache. It's very important. So you're going to make sure you have a rotate here. Now if you have like a smoke shield, it's pretty easy to put a smoke shield right here. For the rotate's good. You can put it green box. We call this green box. You can put it right here, looking towards construction. Put it here. But a very popular one is right here, just basically in this cubby, a CC, looking out towards the wall. That one's good, honestly, any round. So if you only have one shield, I recommend just putting that one there. But you know, if you're running Goyo and you have a few extra shields, any of the shield spots and cash that I just talked about, we'll do fine. In terms of the last reinforcement, honestly, it's up to you. Personally, you could either go for this red wall. Basically what this does is it makes it a lot easier to, you know, play top red if people are coming construction. You have something to hide behind that you can't get wall banged. So getting this wall is really important. But if you're not going to get that wall, because you think they're just doing a straight garage take, I'd highly recommend getting this wall. Some teams will open this wall up and just try to hit it late. So that wall is very situational though. I would just recommend getting this top red wall. And then in terms of like Evil Eyes, Malusi, stuff like that, Evil Eye in here server is good, looking out towards server. Also you can put a few Malusis in here, very good Malusis, stop the push throughs. In terms of your other Evil Eye in garage is really good. You can put one over there above the stairs. People also like to jump up on the rafters part, put it up there. You can put it there. You can put barbed wire, a Malusi on the stairs. That's pretty good. Another barbed wire Malusi spot that's really good. Red stairs. That one's also good. And then one other one is just cash. If you have barbed wire, put it there. If you have a Malusi, put it in between. It gets both the door and the wall. That's really good. Also, if you don't want to put an Evil Eye garage, you can put it here. Cash, looking towards construction. It's really good. BP goes there too. And other than that, that's about it for this site. So another bomb site you have is gym. This one's played a little bit, not as much. Usually played if the other two are like locked. But you have the bomb site in master, and then the other one is in gym. So they're right next to each other, again on the same floor. Okay, so the last like viable bomb site we're gonna go over is like gym master. A few walls here definitely need to make sure you're getting. I would recommend getting, or not recommend, you have to get these walls. 2 tub walls lead to the outside. You want to make sure you reinforce these. Other than that, you want to make your way over here to server, construction server side. The single construction wall right here, really important. Definitely want to make sure you're getting that wall. And then other than that, you want to make sure you're getting either 2 different sets of walls. You want to make sure you're getting the either outer server walls or inner server walls. So basically 2 ways that people set it up is they either get the outer server walls, these 2, and then you also get these 2 walls. So you can either do that, or what you could do is you could get just all these cash walls, these 2 walls, and then these 3 walls, and completely reinforce it off. Personally, I'm a fan of doing these 2 walls. So just doing the outer server walls right here, and then also making sure you're doing the inner cache walls, just these 2. So if you're doing it my way, you know, you're getting these 4 walls, you're getting those 2 walls, upside, that's 6, plus this wall, 7. I would highly recommend, you definitely need to get at least 1 bathroom wall. So usually what I recommend is getting this wall. Also making a rotate here, very good. And then getting this wall inside of gym. That way it kind of blocks the angle of the gym window. They can't wall bang, you know, the master is easy. Now depending on like what setup you did, if you did my setup, you'll have like an extra wall, but if not, you won't. So honestly, it's up to you. But if you have an extra wall, if they get open the tub wall off rip, you know, you think they're doing like a straight tub master take, and you have an extra wall, just go ahead and reinforce the top. It makes them have to work for this a lot more. They have to go for it. So that's really important. I would highly recommend like playing a mute on this map. If you play mute, basically just mute jammer all your reinforcements. You're gonna want to make sure you mute jammer the tub walls. You're gonna want to make sure you mute jammer the bathroom wall, so right here, and then you know your server walls, stuff like that. You just want to make sure you're putting the mutes down on the wall. Another good mute jammer spot is the single wall, or if you have a bandit, Really important to make sure you're putting at least something on this. That way they're not able just to get the wall open for free. That's really important. In terms of shields, though, a lot of people like to put shields on this flipped over mattress right here, looking towards tub. You could put one right here, looking out the windows to block this window sight. So you're able to play like right here a lot easier. That's a very important one. You can put one in bathroom if you want, maybe at this door. Stops that push a lot. You can put one next to the office door, looking outside the tub. Another good shield spot you could put. Depending on how many shields you have, just get creative with it. Once again, though, the go-tos are usually around these beds over here. And then if you have any extras, you can put it, you know, office. You can put one, you know, bathroom door. Those are very good. In terms of the ADSs, ADSs are good bathroom. You can also put some ADSs like over here, server side for cache. Those are very good. And then Malusis and barbed wire. It's good to put like, you know, like red stairs. This is really important in here. You have server. If you want to stop this side too, you can put some. You can put barbed wire here. Put a Malusi somewhere in server to help prevent them from coming over there. Another good spot is just the tub. The tub wall over here. It's very important to put, you know, maybe a Malusi in this hall. You can put it in the gym too. That's another good one. The main stairs also very good one. Putting something on the main stairs. You automatically have that audio cue, you know, the metal. But if you want another audio cue, you can put some barbed wire there, maybe a Malusi, and then this hatch right here, the office hatch. Very good to put something under this too. And then the last bomb site you have, no one ever goes to this. No one ever does, so don't try it. But the other one's in bar and stock. It's a pretty big bomb site, so you have like a lot of stuff you got to worry about. It's not really fun. So for like the key areas of the map that you need to watch out for, strip is a pretty big like area, like getting control of strip. And then like pool and bar, I'd kind of lump that all into one. Depending on the site, you know, if they're basement, you're usually fighting to get in there. Even if they're stock and stuff, sometimes you'll want to approach it from there. If they're master gym, probably gonna want to take it from there too. So strip and bar is a pretty big one. Also another big one is construction. Depending on where the bomb site is, like if they're gym or master, you need like construction control, but also if they're cache or server, you need construction control. And then also pretty big one is also garage. Garage is kind of like the same boat like bar and strip is. Depending on the take that you want to do, you're gonna need garage control a lot of times. So garage is also another key factor. And then I'd say kitchen's like another point of contact, or main stairs. Kitchen / main stairs. You're usually gonna find a lot of people there. If you're doing a basement attack, you're gonna be, you know, opening up the floor and stuff like that. Find people. People are gonna try to flank you from main stairs. So you really gotta be careful for those. So the reason why you should learn to play Clubhouse is just because it's really popular. A lot of people are gonna want to play it ranked on the voting system. They're gonna vote out the other maps, try to pick Clubhouse. So it'd be really good to learn it. That way, when you go to Clubhouse, you'll be able to beat anyone on it. So yeah. Once again, guys, thanks for watching this video, Clubhouse tutorial. If you liked it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also, tell us what other tutorials you would like in the future. If you want to check me out on my socials, Twitch, Twitter, very active on those. YouTube, very active on those. I stream pretty much every day. But yeah, I'm Achieved, and thank you for watching. All right. Defending is just easier too. You know, you don't have to have that teamwork and communication as always. But overall, it's a pretty good map. There's 3 viable bomb sites. The 4th one, if you go to it, you're trolling once again.